In this video, we're going to look at how you will be adding most of your content to your Schoology course, and that is through the use of pages. In our last video, we looked at adding folders. Well, those folders are great for organizing content, but we need to get some content in there, and we do that with pages. So if we go up here to Add Materials, we go down to Add Page. Pages can be viewed in a few ways, and I'm going to show you a couple examples. But first, let's just look at starting out. What do I do? I'm going to title this page. So maybe I want to put this lesson on verb conjugation. As a former German teacher, that's just where my brain goes when I am creating anything. And then down here is where we would put our lesson content. We might add videos. There's a lot of things that we can add, and I'll walk you through that. We put all of our content down here. We have some basic and maybe a little bit more advanced editing tools here that we can use. One of my things that I see as a big drawback to Schoology is that you don't have any fonts to choose from. So just knowing from the start, it's all a default font when you are working in Schoology, unless you learn some little tricks around it. But you can change the size. So here, just to go through our toolbar, we can make this bold, italic, underline. We have bullets and number lists. We can change our font color. We can highlight that, so it calls it background. That's just our highlighting, so you can see it changed that there. We have some formatting to do, like superscript and subscript. We can change our indent, increase or decrease if it has been increased. We have our alignment tools, so align left or center or right. We can hyperlink to outside sources. We can insert content, and this is typically going to be adding an image to our page or adding a video to our page. We can do that here. In the handout that I make for you, I really go into depth on all of these things, and I do recommend looking at that handout, saving that to somewhere on your OneDrive where you can come back to it as you work in Schoology. But in there, I do say don't use this YouTube link right here. If you're going to add a video, we do recommend for the best seamless integration into Schoology is actually to click Image and Media. Here you can attach a file that's already saved on your computer, or if we're coming from the web, we can click Media and drop a YouTube link right here and hit Insert Media. If we come back here to our toolbar, that was insert content. We can insert a table. We do have spell check. It doesn't do it automatically. You do have to do spell check. Some paragraph options here, and then here was our size. Down here at the very end, you can switch this to HTML view. So if you are a more advanced person when it comes to technology, if you have some understanding of HTML, you can do a switch over to HTML. This is not, though, for the faint of heart. I don't recommend this to people who aren't ready for what's going to happen when you do that. I recommend just staying here in our regular content area. If you look a little deeper down here, there are places to add files and links, resources, an audio or video recording, or an external tool. All of these just make it a little bit clunkier. If you want to do a link, I recommend typing the word and then coming up here to links and put the link directly in there. You can grab that from a website, and it's going to make the word a hyperlink. Okay, that's just, it creates a little bit more flow and fluidity to your page for your students. You can align to learning objectives. So Common Core, for our world language teachers, we have the ACTFL standards. We have our career and college readiness standards, state standards. All of these are here, and if you open these up, so here's our English language arts, grade level, and you can choose the learning objective and add that, and it will add it to your page. That's totally optional. If you wish to do that, you can. Those are available on assignments as well. And then down here at the bottom, if you have a student with an IEP, this isn't going to come up often, but you can create a page individually assigned to a student in your course. So maybe they have a modified version that they look at. You can assign individually. By default, it's going to be published to your students. And then this is a really big one, display on a new page. I'm going to show you what it looks like to be displayed on a new page or not displayed on a new page. So you can see what it looks like for your students. I love displaying these on a new page so that it's open for your students as soon as they get there. So this is an open page. So my students don't have to do anything. They can see all of the content, not in an ideal location because I didn't put it in a folder. If it is not open and if it's display in line, students just see the title of it. So I'm going to take you over to my CVA course for German 2 and show you some ways that you can use pages to personalize your course as you add content to your Schoology course. So this is an example of a way that you could set up a course in Schoology. This is my CVA German 2 course. CVA stands for Carlisle Virtual Academy. These are courses created by district teachers for our virtual academy students to take. So these are self-paced courses that students can enroll in if they want to be in a non-traditional setting with our district. So you can see that I have folders here and pages on my main page, but I want to show you how I set up a unit. So I can click on my upcoming units, and I want to show you Unit 4 as an example. When we clicked on the folder for Unit 4, this is an example of an open page. As soon as you go into the folder, it is open and right in your face, so to speak, versus a closed page where all they would have seen was the word Unit 4 overview and might be less likely to click on that than if it's just open up for them. So here with the overview, they can see all of our key concepts and essential skills for this unit. I have a video embedded within the page that they can watch right here instead of having to go somewhere else. We can embed videos into pages and put them right within Schoology. I have an end of unit assignment, and I have attached the ACTful standards that are met in this unit. So you can add those standards as we saw in the first part of this video. And then if I go down here, I want to open up another folder for you. So if I do that little drop down, I can see the two parts here, and you can send students to a specific place. But if we open this folder, here again is my lesson overview opened as a page with a video, and then a folder for the lesson. And within that lesson, I have multiple pages, but I have them all open. It just makes it more fluid for your students. It makes it more like I've gone to a website and I'm just scrolling down the page. So here's activity 1 with some information that I typed and a video. Activity 2 is open right below that with some information, an image, and a video. Here is an assignment that comes between activities 2 and 3 for them to do. Activity 3, here I have a table built into the page, hyperlinks to activities that they are going to complete. Activity 4, activity 5, assignments. Here is a closed page where I gave instructions like I was in the classroom. I did a video for each of the exercises they are doing in this assignment, so they can watch those if they need a little bit more detail. And it goes on here to an assessment piece, another activity description, and an assessment piece. So this is an example of taking these pieces. Here I have a folder that I created with pages and assignments and what are called assessments, which we will be getting to in lesson number 5. You're going to learn how to create those to some extent in this introductory course. So I know this video got a little bit long, but this is really the meat and potatoes of your course, is working in pages. And I just recommend using your Sandbox course to play around, see what it's going to look like. Again, that open page versus closed page can create some solid flow to your content, but it's really a matter of your personal choice as you are adding things to your Schoology course. Good luck.